So one of the questions I get asked all the time is how do I organize my music library? And I know I've done some videos on it in the past, but it's been a few years, so let me go through it kind of step by step. And this is probably going to be a multi-video series. And this first video is going to concentrate on how I organize my Serato because it's how I guess you could call it the basis of my organization. It's how I kind of formed my whole system. So I'll go ahead and pop up my Serato on the screen and let's dive in. So here on the left, of course, if you're a Serato user, you know these are all your crates or playlists if you use another software. And notice this is pretty clean, but all of these are kind of nested and I have all of my other crates underneath right here, right? So this one at the top called open format is the main crate that I usually DJ out of. And as you can see, most of these are all smart playlists. And that's really the basis of how I organize my music. So if I go into the main library window and open up the comments section, you'll see that I have these tags here in the comments section marked off by brackets and then a 3 to 5 letter kind of short tag that lets me know what kind of categories those songs fall into, right? So for instance, even if I was just kind of DJing out of my all crate, I could type in LA and this is going to be all my West Coast music. Or I could type in Bay and I could get a bunch of Bay Area music. Or ATL, get a bunch of down south music, hip hop. Or for instance, I could type in something like AMAP and I could get a bunch of Amapiano edits, etc. So the key to my system is coming up with little short tags that kind of describe the genre or kind of category or whatever you like, how you would describe a track, right? Because say I want an R&B song, but I want it to be like a more of a sing-along, well-known R&B song. I could type in these two, right? R&B and party. My party tag is more of my like main open format crate that I would play at for most of my gigs. Or kind of like throwback stuff, type in back and I get a bunch of older like kind of throwback records, etc., etc. Same thing, I could type in multiple tags, so let's do LA and now I have a bunch of like LA kind of throwback or backpack hip hop stuff. That's the really powerful thing about tags is that you can type in multiple and it'll all pop up so you don't have to kind of throw everything into certain crates. And then when you combine that with smart crates like I have here on the left, you can create a really powerful system, right? So like now automatically I know if I just pop into this crate instead of having to type party, this is all the records that have the party tag, right? Or for instance, I could do that and then while I'm in this crate, if I'm just, loading songs out of here, say I want a down south record, oh, it's right here and this is all of them that already have that party tag. So let me dive into this. I'll go ahead and hit edit. And I have another video on smart crates or smart playlists. It's a really powerful tool that almost every DJ software has at this point. And if you aren't using it, you should at least try looking into it and seeing how you could use it because it can make your life organizing so much easier if you take the time to kind of prep your tracks beforehand. And it does take a while, but it's worth it in my opinion. So the only rule I have for this crate is the comment section contains this tag party, right? And that means every song in here, even when I add a new song to my library, as long as it has that party tag, it'll automatically jump into this crate. So I don't have to worry about clicking and dragging and moving songs from crate to crate to make sure that they're in there. It automatically populates. And every time you reopen Serato, it'll check your entire library and make sure all the right songs land into all the crates, depending on the rules that you set for your smart crates. So just like I described for like hip hop, I have my hip hop broken down by region. Same thing with like my dance music. Now, I forewarn you, I'm not the best with dance music subgenres, so these are just kind of tags that work for me or descriptors that work for me. and pretty much goes the same way through, right? So like I have all my genres right here that are not hip hop or like dance music genres. And that's basically how I have my whole Serato library organized. Then at the bottom, I'll have, some crates that, or even in here, right? So like must plays. At some point, I don't even remember what's in here, or when I made this. But I do have, for like special occasions, I'll make a crate and I'll throw songs in there, or maybe like I just downloaded a bunch of music and I feel the need to play it or at least try it out. I'll make a crate and just put it in here, or somewhere in this open format folder and just throw those in there. But for the most part, I DJ out of smart playlists, just because I know that once it's, all the tags are set and added to the songs, I don't have to worry about it. And I have a general idea of what are in these crates based on the tag system that I created. And it just makes my life a lot easier and makes my library a lot more organized, just off the rip, right? Now, when you're coming up with a system like this, it really just has to make sense for you. Like if you're more of a dance music person and you know all your subgenres, like really dial in and get all of those tags correct and have a system and have crates that work for that. What's great about smart crates too is it doesn't have to just be those kind of tags. You can, for instance, let's just make one. So let's say comments contains, we'll use that party example again, but I could add a rule like, let's say BPM is greater than or equal to, let's say, 79. So that would mean 80 or higher. And then let's say BPM less than 116. So that would mean everything in this crate would be stuff with a party tag that's between the BPMs of 80 and 115. And all you have to do is hit save. You see it working here at the bottom. And there it is. All that music that fits those categories. So you can really dial in and come up with songs, or come up with smart crates that can really work for you and how you like to play. This comes in handy even more so in Rekordbox, which I will show in the next video. But this whole smart crate and tagging system, really the genesis of it was in Serato, and I've kind of transferred it and tweaked it a little bit for Rekordbox, but the general system is the same. But I will get more into depth in my Rekordbox organization in next week's video. Well, I hope you found this video on my organization in Serato helpful. If you did, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And if you aren't already, be sure to subscribe to this channel. And as always, if you're looking for more DJ related content, please be sure to click on one of the videos right here. And I'll catch you in the next one.